Okay.
Good morning, Bhante, Tirvansanai.
Good morning, Bhante.
Good morning, Bhante.
Good morning, Bhante.
Good morning, Bhante.
Hello. Good morning.
Bhante, we are saying it in Sinhalese.
Okay, can you see this screen?
In Sinhalese, Bhante.
Hello?
We can see the screen, Bhante. But the script is in Sinhalese. We can see the screen, but it's in Sinhalese.
You can't see that?
No, we can see your screen, but the script is in Sinhalese.
English.
Yes,
Bhante.
Bhante.
Now?
Very nice.
Still Sinhalese.
Still English.
Yes, Bhante.
Let me see. Now?
English.
English. Okay. Today, I like to talk on this topic, as you see on the screen. That is about Venerable Anuruddha. It is called Anuruddha Sutta. Anuruddha, before I talk about him, talk about the Sutta, I like to talk about himself. Anuruddha was let me see. Okay. Little, and Venerable Anuruddha was the first and foremost disciple, one of the first and foremost disciples of the Buddha. He was Komikari and Neda. He was the son of and brother of Mahanama. When members of other Sakyans sent one of their relatives to become members of the Buddha's dispensation, Mahanama was very unhappy because he could not have one from his own family. So he was he wanted to become very close to the Buddha in his dispensation. So he asked Anuruddha to become join the order. Joining the order was a great respect for them. And then Venerable, Anuruddha was reluctant to do that, especially since he was a very spoiled boy, so spoiled that it is said that he was brought up in a lap of luxury. Like Siddhartha, he too had the 3 palaces. It is said that while he was playing, as soon as he felt hungry, he sent his servant boy home asking him to bring him oily cake that his mother had kept for him whenever he asked to give him. One day when the boy was when he was playing, he sent his servant boy to the house to asking him to bring some cake, what you call kawang in Sinhalese. Then that day all the cakes he had already ate and finished. There was no more. Then the mother was very much upset because she has never taught him the word no. Because whatever she asked her, she gave him. Therefore, that time when there was no cake, she thought how to teach this boy the word no. So she took a dish and covered it with another empty dish and sent him. So that when he opened the dish, he would see that it's empty. However, the story says that on the way, a deity filled that dish with the divine cake. Anuruddha opened the dish and found most delicious cake in it. That day he went home and asked his mother, "Mother, henceforth give me only no cake. I will not eat any other kind of cake." He thought no cake is something very special. I like to eat no cake. But however, meanwhile, Mahanama persuaded Anuruddha to become a monk. And his mother first did not like. But she said, okay, only if Ananda, Bhagu, Kimbila, Devadatta like to ordain, you can go. Then he persuaded them to become monks, and on the way they found another boy called Upali, and they went and became monks. Anuruddha was very, very compassionate monk. One day Venerable Anuruddha, Kimbila, Bhadya were practicing loving friendliness in a forest called Go-Singh forest together. So then one day Buddha went there and asked them how they lived, and they said they were very much together all the time. So Venerable Anuruddha represented all of them and said whatever they wanted to do, they did all together, never separate. And then they said, although we were different in body, but one in mind. And he said, we all attain jhanas, 1, 2, 3, 4, and immaterial jhanas and so forth. So other monks came and asked him, Venerable Sir, we have never reported to you that we all have attained those states. Yet by encompassing the Venerable Ones, how can you, once Venerable One's mind with your mind, how can you say that we all attain the state? Then he said, Venerable, you have not said me that you have attained. Yet by encompassing the Venerables, your minds with my mind, I know that they have attained those abiding states, and also that is why I told the Buddha that we all were practicing. So it is said that they were practicing metta so much that the divine beings all rejoiced, and that they were practicing so friendliness in such a way. Now, there are a lot of things to say about Venerable Anuruddha, but I want to cut it short in order to go to the Sutta. So, on one occasion, the Blessed One was dwelling among the Bhaggas in Sunsumara Giri in the deer park at Besakala Grove. It's called Besakala Vana. Now, on that occasion, the Venerable Anuruddha dwelt alone. The chet is in the eastern bamboo park. While the Venerable was alone in seclusion, a course of thought arose in his mind. Now he has not attained enlightenment yet, but these thoughts arose in his mind. What are the thoughts? This Dhamma is for one with few desires, not for one with strong desires. This Dhamma is for one who is content, not for one who is discontent. This Dhamma is for one who resorts to solitude, not for one who delights in company. This Dhamma is for one who is energetic, not one who is lazy. This Dhamma is for one with mindfulness established, not for one who is muddle-minded. This Dhamma for one who is concentrated, not for one who is unconcentrated. This Dhamma is for one who is not, who is wise, not for one who is unwise. So Buddha, leaving his monastery, read Anuruddha's thought. Then Buddha appeared there, just like just as a strong man might extend his drawn in hand or drawn in his extended arm. The Blessed One disappeared from among the Bhaggas Susamaragira in Deer Park, basically Bhavana, and reappeared before Venerable Anuruddha among the deities in the eastern bamboo park. The Blessed One sat down on a seat prepared for him. The Venerable Anuruddha then paid homage to him. Then the Blessed One said to him, good Anuruddha, it is good that you have reflected on these thoughts of great person, these thoughts of the thought of great person. So Buddha repeated the same. And then Buddha said also, when Anuruddha, you add one more. What is this? This Dhamma is for one who delights in non-proliferation, who takes delight in non-proliferation, not for one who delights in proliferation, who takes delight in proliferation. Now, these are the thoughts of a great person. They are called Atta Mahapurusha Vitakka. Vitakka means thought. So, Venerable Anuruddha learned this from the Buddha, reflected on these 8 thoughts of great person, then as much as you wish, secluded from sensual pleasures, secluded from unwholesome states, you will enter and dwell in the first jhana, which consists of rapture and pleasure, born of seclusion, accompanied by thought and examination. This is the first jhana. So one might wonder, when one reflect on these 8 thoughts, how can one attain jhanas? Well, in the first one, you can see this thought, this Dhamma is for one who reflects on wanting little. That means he will overcome his desire. Desire is one of the hindrances. 5 hindrances: greed, anger, restlessness and worry, sleepiness and drowsiness, and doubt. All one by one disappear when one reflects on all these 8 thoughts. And that is how Buddha said, Anuruddha, you reflect on these 8 thoughts of great person. When you reflect on them, mind gain concentration, attain the first jhana. Then, based on the first jhana, he continues the practice. Then he attains the second jhana, and the third jhana, fourth jhana, and then Buddha said, when Anuruddha, you reflect upon these 8 thoughts of great person and gain at will, gain at will, without trouble or difficulty, these four jhanas that constitute the higher mind and are pleasant dwelling in this very life, then while you dwell constantly, your rag rope will seem to you as a chest full of various colored garments, seems to a householder or householder son, and it will serve for your delight, relief, and ease, and for entering upon Nibbana. Now, your robe will may be made of rag, coarse, hard, but when you practice this 8, you attain jhanas, 4 jhanas. That time you feel your rag cloth is very delicious, very nice, colored various, what you call, colored silk, soft, gentle, what you call, cloth. That's how you feel. Similarly, when you practice these things, you have these 8 thoughts, your scrap of food, when you reflect upon these 8 thoughts of great persons and gain at will, when you gain at will these 4 jhanas, then your scrap of alms food will seem to you a dish of rice, clean of black grain, and served with many very gravies and curries, seems to a householder or a householder's son, and they will serve for you your delight, relief, and ease, and for entering upon Nibbana. So the rice, your coarse rice, unpalatable dishes will become very delicious, palatable food, because your mind is not greedy, mind is content. Then when you, while your dwelling place, while you dwell contently, your dwelling place at the foot of a tree will seem to us a house with a peaked roof, plastered inside and out, draft free, with bolts fastened and shuttered, closed, seems to a householder or householder sons. And it will serve for your delight, relief. Even if you stay under a tree, at the foot of a tree, that you feel as you are secure in a very comfortable, very luxurious house. Of course, Anuruddha lived in a very luxurious house anyway before he became a monk. Buddha said, if you are content living as a monk, even at the foot of the tree, you feel the same way. And then your bed sheet made of straw will seem to you as couch spread with rugs, blankets, and covers with an excellent covering of antelope hide, with the company above and red both stress and both ends, seems to household and so forth. And when you gain the same jhanas, attain the four jhanas at will, you feel like you have medicine. While you deal contently, you have medicine of fermented cow's urine will seem to you as various medicaments of ghee, butter, oil, honey, molasses, seem to a householder and so forth. So whatever medicine you take, it may be unpalatable bitter medicine. Even fermented cow urine, that's what they use sometimes in those days as medicine for certain diseases. But even that will be like very delicious, made of ghee, butter, oil, honey, and molasses. You feel that way. And then, and Buddha said, therefore, Anuraddha, you should also spend the next residence night right here among Chaitya's in the eastern bamboo grove. So whenever Anuraddha practiced there, yes, Bhante, the Venerable Anuraddha replied, then having exhorted the Venerable Anuraddha, just as a strong man might extend his drawn in arms or drawn in his extended arm, the Blessed One disappeared before the Venerable Anuraddha among the deities in the eastern world and reappeared in the monastery of Besagalagre. Then Buddha said, sat down and taught monks. They were monks. After giving this advice to Venerable Anuruddha, this advice was so meaningful that will be good for anybody. So Buddha went back and taught the same thing to other bhikkhus. Bhikkhus, I will teach you bhikkhus the 8 thoughts of great person. Listen and attend closely, I will speak. They have said, yes, Venerable Sir. Then Buddha repeated the same 8 thought of great person. So, and Buddha explained it some details. He did not explain all these things in detail to Venerable Anuruddha, because Anuruddha's mind was ready for the attainment of liberation, and he knew that he will attain that state very soon. There he did not explain all these things in details. But Buddha said, I asked Anuruddha, this Dhamma is for one with few desires, not for will. With reference to what was this said, this how he explained. Here, when a bhikkhu is one with few desires, he does not desire. This is a very important message. Let people know me to be one with few duties. When he content, he does not desire. Let people know me to be one who is content. He does it so humbly, so quietly, privately for himself. He does not want people to know about it. When he resolves to solitude, he does not desire, let people know me to be one who resolves to solitude. When he is energetic, he does not desire, let people know me to be energetic. When he is mindful, he does not desire, let people know me to be mindful. When he is concentrated, He does not desire, let people know me to be concentrated. When he is wise, he does not desire, let people know me to be wise. When he delights in non-proliferation, he does not desire, let people know me to be one who delights in non-proliferation. What is non-proliferation? Increasing his desire through eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. He does not want to increase his desire, and he does not delight in that. When he saw this Dhamma is for one with few desires, not for one with strong desire, it is with this, with reference to this, Buddha said this. Okay. Same goes with content, not for one who is discontent. So when he has his food, here because he is content with any kind of robes, alms food, lodgings, and medicines, medicinal provisions for the sick. He does not, this is not for one who is different. It is with reference to this. So his contentment is four kinds of things. Chivara, Pindapata, Senasana, Gilanapatya, Vesajya. These are the four requisites. This is called four requisites of a monastic. All these he uses with content. If he receives something contentment, he always accept if there is a lot of things, he accept only the least important thing. So then next one, when he was in solitude, it was said this Dhamma is for one who sins, not for one, with reference to what? Here, when a bhikkhu resort to resolute, bhikkhus, bhikkhunis, male, lay followers, female lay followers, kings, royal ministers, heads of other sects, and disciples belonging to other sects approach him. Even if his mind is bent upon reclusion, still since other people seek his help, they come to him. When they come to him in each case, with the mind slant, slopes, and inclines to seclusion, withdrawn, delighting in renunciation, he gives them a talk, invariably concerned with dismissing them. While giving a talk, in his mind, there always is, when are these people going? I want to practice my seclusion. When are they to go? Although he gives the Dhamma talk, gives advices as people ask questions and seek advices, he gives that. While doing so, he thinks, let me go back to my seclusion. With this thought, he will talk. And then, when he want to practice energy, that means arouse his energy to abandon unwholesome mental states and develop wholesome mentals, he is strong and firmly committed to that. and never become lazy. And then, with reference to what? He said, this is Dhamma for one who is mindful, a bhikkhu who is mindful, possessing supreme mindfulness and alertness, one who remembers and recollects what was done and said long ago. That is one aspect of mindfulness, and that is what help the person to practice Dhamma. Learning Dhamma, memorizing it, and repeating it verbally, and then it remains in his mind because his practice of mindfulness. And then concentration. Without concentration, one cannot see things as they really are. Therefore, concentration is extremely important. And then one has to have wisdom. What kind of wisdom? Here a bhikkhu is wise. He possesses the wisdom that discerns rising and passing away, rising and falling, anicca dukkha, uppada vaya, seeing in every condition things is rising and falling, which is noble and penetrative and leads to the complete destruction of suffering. And then lastly, when one delight in non-proliferation, who seeks delight in non-proliferation with reference to what? Here bhikkhus mind launches out upon the cessation of proliferation, become placid, settle down, and is liberated in it. So, when this was explained to them, the monks, meanwhile, Venerable Anuruddha spent the next rain resident right there among the chaitis in the eastern Bamboo, dwelling alone, withdrawn, hateful, alert, and resolute. In no longer time the Venerable Anuruddha realized for himself with direct knowledge in this very life that unsurpassed consummation of the spiritual life for the sake of which cleansmen rightly go forth from household life into homelessness, and having entered upon it, he dwelt in it, he directly knew. Destroyed is the birth, kina jati. Spiritual life has been lived, usitam brahmacharyam. What had to be done has been done. Katam karaniyam. There is nothing more to do. Na parangi tattayati bhajana. So this is how Venerable Anuruddha attained full enlightenment after reflecting on the eighth thought of a great person. Friend, I cut short a lot of things in order to make it short, since we have very short time, and also for some reason I started little 5-10 minutes late. And friends, now we want to end this, and we want to do meditation little bit. Okay? And you may ask me questions tomorrow. Okay?
Thank you, Bhante.
Okay.
Thank you, Bhante.
Oh, no. Please, the last verses.
All right. You can see the screen now. Okay? May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long or large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere, neither from anger nor ill will should anyone wish harm to another. As a mother would risk her own life to protect her only child, e- even so towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate for all the world a heart of boundless loving friendliness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred or resentment. Whether standing, walking, sitting, lying down, or whenever awake, one should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here. Not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision. Removing desire for sensual pleasures, one comes never again to birth in the womb. Okay, with this, let us meditate. We have only few minutes. Okay. By means of these meritorious deeds, may I never join with the foolish. May I join always with the wise, until the time I attain Nibbana. May the suffering be free from suffering. May the fear-struck be free from fear. May the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be. From the highest realm of existence to the lowest, may all beings arisen in these realms, with form and without form, with perception and without perception, be released from all suffering and attain to perfect peace. Excellent, excellent, excellent. This is the end of today's session, friends. We began meditation with metta and end it with metta. And also let me do my personal wish. All these are metta thoughts, and in order to conclude this, may I also express my wish. May all those who are in hospitals in various parts of the world, taken care of by various compassionate doctors, nurses, hospital staffs, may they all recover soon, practice Dhamma, practice meditation, and attain liberation from samsaric suffering. All the doctors, nurses, hospital staffs also find time to practice Dhamma, meditation, and liberate from samsaric suffering. All those who have lost their loved ones may be grieving, may they be all free from grief and understand the nature of Dhamma, nature of life, nature of existence, and practice meditation and attain liberation from samsaric suffering. May all those who are in trouble spots in various parts of the world, war zone, discrimination, poverty-stricken, and so on, may they also find time to understand the nature of greed, hatred, and delusion, and practice Dhamma, meditation, and liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. May all those who are in the northern direction, northeastern direction, eastern direction, southeastern direction, southern direction, southwestern direction, western direction, northwestern direction, up and down, below, all of them be in this 10 direction, all of them be well, happy and peaceful, and attain Nibbana with samsaric suffering. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you.
Bhante.
Thank you for explaining this talk, Bhante. It was so interesting.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you. Very good.
Long life, good
Yeah.
health.
Okay, bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Bhante.
Everyone, Sarana.
Everyone, Sarnai Bhante.
Everyone, Sarana.
Everyone, Sarana.
Teruvan Sarnai San.